Hey, Shalom Yasha'Allah. I want to start off souls by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and honors you brothers doing the work of the Most High in truth and in... what happened there? I didn't want it to restart. In truth and in sincerity. What you're witnessing here is one of the first people to get this serum over there in the US. And when I first, because on Twitter will give you the notification. I saw the notification. I was like, you know what? You gonna have some Jake women in this, and lo and behold, what do you see? Right? Hey, despite it, what do you call it, being Sarah Lindsay, a nurse at Long Island Jewish Medical Center in Queens, right? Of all the places and of all the people, okay. So a make of this what you will, but hey, we know what's to come, man. We understand. We know, man. This is Ezekiel 21:9. It's the Son of Man. Prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, right? It is furbished that it may glitter, right? Going into perfected, okay? Should we then make mirth? Yeah. Should we be in a position of jollity, right? As for us, right? We've we've been okay. We've been expecting this, right? We've been expecting this world to to come to this. So for us, it's not really affected us like that, right? This. Whoops, I can't spell. This is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Right. So for us, this has been on our mind. In fact, let me start from one. Right. It says Ecclesiastes 7:1. So a good name is better than precious ointment. Right now, what we're doing in the eyes of the world, we're making a bad name for ourselves. But in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're making a good name for ourselves in the kingdom, right? If we be of the elect. Okay. Oh, yeah, those men, that Ezra asked, who are these? Right. And the angel responded, these are they who stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So that's what we're working towards, a good name that's starting off with the apostles on down, right? Setting the example to be doing these shows, to be going out there on the streets, right? Constantly pushing, okay? So then the day of death, then the day of one's birth, right? Because in this kingdom, what is there to celebrate on your birthday, okay? However, you consider these, and this is going on to this thing of a house of mirth, right? You think about these people out there in the world, man, when they can't celebrate their birthday, they're pissed. Oh, I couldn't celebrate my birthday. I just turned blah 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 blah. So some people breaking the rules, getting caught that they've broken the rules. I think what Rita Ora got caught, right, because she wanted to celebrate her birthday, right? So these people in the world, they can't live without the mirth. However, once again, for us, it was commonplace to not be in the house of to be in the house of mourning, right? It says Ecclesiastes 7:2, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better, right? The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth, right? But does that mean brothers never laugh? Of course not. I mean, we watch the shows. You can see apostles laugh, joke, whatever, what have you. But ultimately, our mind is in a different place. It's not like these people in the world, right? You look at these people in the world; they've got this simple glaze on them, right? Not really understanding what's going on around them, right? They're just doing what they're doing, right? They're just useless eaters, if you will, right? Don't know. So yeah, obviously when you read the scripture, you got to apply the balance of that. It's not saying just going around just being moody all the damn time, right? But in our spirit's always yearning. I forget how it's phrased, so I won't be able to find it, right? But scriptures talk about how even in actually now I remember. After this is Proverbs 14:13. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, right? And the end of that mirth is heaviness. And I remember there was a time when, Arkin was before camp, right? We just went to a coffee shop. I grabbed a coffee, You know, and then, you know, it was a little bit early, so we just waited for a little bit. And, you know, it was bossing jokes, joking around. And then, like, after the jokes finished, we just sat there all in our own minds, silent for a couple of minutes, all in our own space and thoughts, because we're still in this world, right? We are still in this world, and, you know, a scripture say this world is polluted, man, right? And here we have no continuing city, we seek one to come. So in that seeking, right, you know, in your mind is the understanding that things aren't the way that they should be, that they're gonna be. Okay, so in that in itself brings heaviness. Okay. So yeah, I think I hit the point there, right? So to carry on, it says, Ezekiel 21:10 says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, it is furbished that it may glitter. Right? Should we then make mirth? And that's the question we ask, but we know the answer. The rest of the people in the world, they're gonna carry on in their mirth. They don't know no better, right? They've been told, but they don't consider. It says, should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son, as every tree. Certainly hath given it to be furbished, polished, perfected, that it may be handled. Right? The sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And who was the slayer? Right? The slayer is Esau, the so-called white man, right? Let's get that in the scriptures. Right, this is Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Now in the scriptures, you've got three classifications of men. You've got them sons of God, right? Which son of God, right? Son of, so if the Messiah is the king, right? The son of the God is a prince, right? So that's Yasha'ala, Yah, he, prince, right? Yah, he, Shah, prince, Allah, God, right? Power. He is the prince of the power. He is the son of God, right? So you got the sons of God, right? The sons of men, which is referencing all the heathens, right? And then the sons of the wicked, the sons of the wicked, the children of the wicked, right? Which are the Edomites, right? You know, so when it's says in this particular scripture, and you know, in other scriptures talking about, you know, the wicked, in a negative sense, right? It's referring to Esau, the so-called white man, right? You know, there's one, I believe it's in the book of Job, but it basically says the wicked, but when you look in the Hebrew, right, so it basically means laborers, right? But here we know it's talking about Esau, right? Because it says, delivering from the soul, which is from the wicked, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right? What was Esau's blessing? The sword, right? This is Genesis 27. It's around 30, isn't it? Right, it says Genesis 27:30, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, and he also made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. So Esau didn't know what happened, right? It says, and Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? He says, where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed, right? So Isaac's like, yo, but I just blessed someone. So who, what? So basically, you know, the through the spirit, right? Isaac blessed Jacob, which that was the way it was always supposed to be, right? The blessing wasn't stolen, right? It was always Jacob's, right? How do we know? In Genesis the 25th chapter, it says the elder shall serve the younger, right? So when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, is he not rightly called Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright. No, you sold it. It says, and behold, which, you know, Psalm 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, right? And this is lies. This is Esau speaking those lies, right? How do we know this is Esau speaking those lies? Because he sold it. It says, and now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. Right, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Little bitch. Right, he says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Right, now the point there is, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Now, who lives by the sword? I'm not talking about no ancient, sword. Who's got the big? He's got the big guns, right? Esau, the so-called white man, right? It's a Revelation 6:4, right? Who goes around dropping bombs on whoever disagrees with them? What happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? What happened in Yugoslavia, right? What happened in which was this place, Vietnam? It's Revelation 6:4 says, and they went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Now red, right? We're going back to Esau, other one, right? Edom, right? Red, okay. It says, and the which because their blood shows forth through their skin, right? When you look at these other nations, we've all got pigment. It's just Esau, right? He's got that curse on him. It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right, so we know this is talking about Esau, and we know that he's getting ready to use it on Jake, right? He's getting ready to use it on Jake. So, hey, things keep watching, seeing what the Lord does. They've basically come out and said there's a new strain of the corona. Damn, I said it. Didn't mean to say it. Of the of the pestilence. There's a new strain of the pestilence. Out here in London, right, which has been quote unquote confirmed. It said 1,000 cases. So, let's hope this one is a lot stronger, right, and more deadly. So as always, Lord's will, that was edifying. Until the next time, we go and say Shalom.